Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We got a list of 11 properties, and so the first one up is on Quinlan Court, and it's a semi-detached under 350, which is probably the lowest price semi I think we've seen in a really long time. There's some decent floors. Basically, that's what you're getting is a living dining room. There's a bit of a chair rail here, possibly like a beadboard, and then you've got a kind of a bigger kitchen with an eat-in area. And the lots are a little bit bigger in this phase. This is one of the first phases that Mattamy built, and so you're a 30-foot wide. Typically, semis now are anywhere from 23 to maybe 27 feet. There's a window seat. The bedrooms are not bad size, but you're getting close to, actually some of these are even over 10 years old. So you definitely feel the effects of that compared to going by the escarpment. Bundy is at $399, maybe in response to the one on Edwards dropping their price. You've got about a 50-foot wide yard. You've got some. The flooring looks different in the living dining versus the family room, and that can have an impact on someone's decision. It's nice to have congruence all through your main floor. And there you go, 3 bedrooms upstairs plus an ensuite plus laundry, finished basement, and a pretty decent yard as well. This is in the same area as Collis, so you're talking about homes that are generally about 10 years old. So the roofs are definitely the first thing to go in these ones. We're seeing that in a lot of the homes. Diamont is $449, just under 1,400 square feet. It's a really nice floor plan. I think they did a good job with the kitchen there, and then you've got a front dining room. And there's a small area for a desk up here. They've put a dresser in here and maybe a laundry basket. And there's one room that's a little bit smaller. And overall, it is for the size for what you're getting there. I think they've done a good job in actually mapping out the floor plan. There's an extra finished basement here with a drop ceiling, and it's easy to put pot lights in a drop ceiling. $449. There's 1,800 square foot homes selling for around this price now, but this one probably total combined space is around there. But the difference is with an 1,800 square foot home, you could still finish the basement later, whereas this one is completely tapped out. You might be able to do 2 cars side by side in the driveway on this one too. So next one up is Bombard Crescent, $458. This one was for sale last year, and they took it off for a while, and I guess they're putting it back on. Much better photo gallery than last time. I mean, it's certainly a definite improvement. You've got some crown moldings here. The kitchen, I don't know if it would be to everyone's taste with that sort of bleached cabinet look. And there is upgraded flooring upstairs. That's the basement bathroom, and then you've got a full suite down here with a kitchen. So that can come in handy if people have older relatives, or potentially if there's the option to rent if there is a separate entrance and everything else. $458 for a semi is getting harder and harder to get. It was actually 4 or 5 months ago. We saw a lot of semis going for big dollars. It's really scaled back a bit too. And part of that is the pressure of those detached homes really pushing from above and on their way down a little bit just because of the amount of competition. Hazleton, $459. Semi-detached says 2,300 square feet. I'm not sure if that's including the finished basement or not. It looks like a pretty big home though. What else do we have here? That would be awkward to, like, where do you put a couch? Like, that fireplace is not even in the middle of the room. It's almost 2/3 of the way down the room. So yeah, I'm not sure about this. It looks really long and narrow, and Mattamy's even gotten away from this, but the wide lot really opens up your options in terms of how you can position rooms, and it just doesn't feel like that bowling alley that a lot of people have an issue with new construction. Farmstead is a plan for its 1,835 square feet. They put a backsplash, some decent appliances. That's a walk-in pantry just off the kitchen. One of my favorite floor plans. You've got a front living room, which could be an office, plus the dining room, family, and kitchen. And this one is 3 bedrooms with the laundry upstairs. There is a virtual tour here. 6 months ago, I think these guys probably had a pretty good shot. It's really competitive right now, so I'd be surprised if they got that price. Scott Boulevard is only about 1,850 square feet plus a finished basement. At $549, they're going to really struggle with this unless it's absolutely fantastic. and especially being on Scott. There's a couple models today on Scott, and it's just a tricky street to sell on, especially when you get over 500, because people start to have options on quieter streets. Quinlan Court is $699. And this one gets the pick of the day. It's a beautiful house, lots of upgrades in here. A lot of times when you read the description, you say 150,000 in upgrades. You go, yeah, whatever. But this one really looks like it has it. They've designed it very well. They've almost done a crown molding with another crown molding down here. I don't know if I've ever seen that. I bet you it looks half decent. And built-ins beside the fireplace. They built the whole mantle around here. I think it's outstanding. So kitchen looks good. What I love about this one, my favorite part, the laundry's quite nice too, but the backyard, so you've got green space behind, but this is an extension of the living area. You got a hot tub here, you got a little fire pit, nice big couch here. Awesome place just to hang out. I know we're getting to the end of that warm season, but I'll tell you, this would be a great place to really chill out with your friends or your family or anything else. So $699, still for the size of the home being under 3,000 square feet, might be a little bit high, but I think that it's better than a lot of the stuff listed right now. 15th Side Road, $699, 10 acres. And not a bad looking house, and lots of trees here. The problem I have with this is there's no anchor point. You don't know what that is. I'm not even sure this is even on this piece of land. Whatever, 10 acres, decent size. And I don't know what this is here, if this is maybe a little outbuilding or something. In-ground pool. And we don't have any shots inside. Hopefully it's half decent. If it's good inside, I think $699 for 10 acres where this one is. It's looking pretty decent to me. Another one here on Scott, $719. It's about 3,500 square feet. So a lot of the 35ers are going up into the higher 7s and so on. I find they're more upgraded and they're on better streets than Scott. So these guys might have, this would be a tough listing to sell because you obviously have to ask a certain amount for the size, but it doesn't have a lot of that zip to it. It doesn't have a lot of wow. The upgrades were chosen. They were sort of middle of the road, and there's a decent yard, I suppose, on this. So this will be a bit of a tricky listing. And then we've got Blacklock is the last one at $879. It's in the country, so it looks like it might be around 1 to 2 acres. Nice little floor plan, some interesting effects here. So you've got a little main floor. I guess that's a breakfast area. It could be like just a little area, reading area. Nice high ceilings though, dining room off the kitchen. Pretty open concept layout. And yeah, overall this one I think has a lot to offer. $879, it really depends on the size. It's hard to get a grip on the size of this one. It says 2,000 to 2,500. Yeah, who knows? Brookville Public School is a great school, close to this one here, and that's all we got for today. So I think that was 11 listings, and if you need our help, as always, reach out, let us know. Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.